90% of option traders lose money. Sounds scary, right? But here's the truth. It's not because options are some kind of gambling machine. It's because most traders make the same deadly mistake over and over again. And in this video, using the SEBI data, the official SEBI data, I will break down the 3 biggest reasons why traders blow up their accounts, and most importantly, how you can fix them. So I'll share 3-step framework that top traders use to stay consistent and profitable. So first of all, no understanding of options. Traders lose money. Why? Most people jump into options because they hear stories of quick money. Yes, people make money. Yes, people go from what 1,000 rupees to like 1 lakh. But those are like the 1 in 1 crore people. Those are those people. It's basically gambling. It's like winning the lottery. Okay. They don't know what factors like time decay are, or what implied volatility is on their trades. They treat buying a call option like buying a lottery ticket. So if you ever buy out of the money call options 2 days before the expiry, you are fighting against time decay every single hour. Even if the stock moves in your direction, the premium can still fall just because of theta. It's literally rigged against you. The maths is only 33%. Only 33%. And you can't make money at 33% consistently. In option selling, the same probability of winning is over 66%. That's double, more than double. Solution: spend at least a week learning how option pricing works, Greeks are, what volatility is, what IV is. Treat every single thing related to options like you have to, because even if you are an option buyer, fine, let's assume you can't sell options because it costs a lot of money. Let's assume you're an option buyer. At least learn things that option sellers do. At least know what open interest is, how sellers positions. Because sellers, in the end, institutions, do you really think institutions buy options? They buy options to hedge their positions. They don't buy options to, make directional bets. They only sell options, and they only sell options because it has literally has a mathematical probability backing it. So yeah, you need to learn how institutions, or more specifically how option sellers position. And so in front of you, you are seeing one chart. It's the chart of the net loss by an average retailer in the latest financial years of 2022, 2023, and 24. So in these years, so you can clearly see in 2022, the loss was 1.3 lakhs per person. In 2023, it jumped to 1.43 lakhs, and that caused SEBI to intervene and do the weekly expiry ban and all. And then it fell to about 1.20 lakhs in FY24. But thing is, this is mostly from option buyers. This data has loss from option sellers. Yes, I'm not saying sellers never lose money. Sellers lose money, and they lose more money than option buyers. I'm telling it right now. And the number of traders in FNO, you can see this data as well. You can see most of the people lose up to 10,000, and the loss is about 10 to 1 lakh. What do you think in this 38 and 40 lakhs, these 40 lakhs plus 40 lakhs, this 80 lakhs people, they have their loss between under 1 lakh. Do you really think these people are option sellers? Option sellers, if they come, they lose a lot of money. It's always over 1 lakh in total. This is all option buyers. It's not specifically mentioned, but it's all option buyers. These 80 lakh people, there are all option buyers. And like I said, you are going to lose in option buying unless you learn how to manage. Now, my second reason why people lose: over leveraging. Options give insane leverage, and that's where traders destroy themselves. Just because a contract cost 1,000 rupees to buy doesn't mean you should risk your only 1,000. In reality, one single trade can wipe out your 20-30% of your account, and if you're wrong multiple times, then your entire account is gone. You see like options falling like 20-30% in like an instant. Yeah, your entire account is gone if you're like fully into that trade. And the big mistake is that going all in on weekly expiry options hoping for a jackpot. And how to fix this? Always trade with position sizing rules. Never take risk more than 1.1 or 2% of your capital on a single trades. That's how professional traders survive. Even I, after being profitable for the past 2 years, my single day loss has never exceeded more than 2%. Okay. Now, My third and final, because I can give you like more tips on like why option buyers lose, but I will specifically keep myself to three because these are the three that most people don't say. Okay, so the third one is having no exit plan. You get into a trade, fine, the option is going in your direction, you are like up a lot of money, you can even assume the option has doubled in price. Okay, but let's assume you entered based on emotion, you just thought that the market will go up, and so you bought a call option, and when it goes against them, you hope that it will come back. Spoiler, it doesn't come back. So example, you buy a call for 50 rupees, it drops to 20 rupees. Most traders will hold. They don't have system SL. Why don't you have system SL? It can, that by expiry, that option can go to zero. You are only down 30 rupees right now. You can go down more 20 rupees and it will go to exactly zero. So why don't you just keep a, trailing stop loss or like systematic stop loss, which automatically closes your position. Okay. And before entering, please, 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 always decide your stop loss and target before entering. If my trade loses 50% of the premium, I am out, no emotions. And this one rule will save you about 90% of the disasters on expiry days. So at last, I also want to give you one, bonus mistake. Let's be honest, 90% of the new option traders rely on random Telegram groups, YouTube calls, and or friends. If you're trading based on someone else's opinion, you are gambling, not trading. I'm telling this right now, you can never become a successful trader if you are following someone else. You never can, and I'm telling this right now. So yeah, confidence comes from knowledge, not from tips. Now, before we go, I want to give you the three-step framework on how to become more profitable. These are the three steps that most people don't tell you, but I will, because anyone can tell you the generic stuff like do this, do that, but I will tell you this stuff that people don't talk about. So, first of all, sell options, don't buy. 70% of the options expire worthless. Smart traders sell their options because time decay works in their favor. Now, if you can't sell options, do futures. Futures you can do with almost 60,000. And if you can't even do futures, then do directional option selling. You can do that with about 40,000 in stocks. You can do, and on index you can do with almost 50,000. And if you don't even have 50,000 in capital, then I should tell this right now. Yes, this will be like a bit, personal, but you need to work, get more capital, and then come to the market. You can't make 20 to 40,000. If you have a 20,000 capital, you can't suddenly make that a 40,000 capital, because it isn't how it works. I mean, so yeah, with 20,000, you can't even do a proper swing trading setup. So yeah, that is all. And in risk management, this is the second one, risk management. Never risk more than 2% of your capital per trade. Even I don't, and that's how I became profitable. Trade with a plan. Your entry, your exit, and your position sizing. It should all be pre-decided. You should never change mid-trade. You should never change your emotions mid-trade. You should have what you want to do pre-planned out before you even click buy or sell. So yeah, that's all. I know the fact that I told a lot of you to, just avoid trading if you have less capital. I know that sounds a bit rude, but that's the truth of the market. You can't win if you are just blatantly buying options and doing this, doing that. Just get enough capital. I'm not telling you to get 3 crores, like 10 lakhs even. I'm just telling you to get 50,000 so you can do directional option selling. Even directional option selling beats like normal option buying by a lot. No, like directional option selling has about 50%, chance of winning. Option buying only has 33%, so it's still better. So yeah, that truth was a bit rude. And now another bonus thing. This is the second bonus thing that I'm giving you. The future and options data. In the future and options data, two categories are linked together: futures and options. Most of the people who lose money, like about 91.5%, lose money in options. Do you want to know the percentage in futures? It's 60%, and it's on your screen right now. It's from the official SEBI data, 60% versus 91%. Now tell me, let's assume the fact that you can't trade futures due to your, capital requirements. Why don't you use options to lower the margin requirements? There are ways to get the margin requirement down to 1 lakh in futures as well. And forget 1 lakh, you can trade futures with 60,000 if you are using like a hedge or something. And the percent of traders using futures, it has consistently fell from 10% in FY22 to only 5.9%. The fact that people started making money in futures but also started leaving futures. So the entire logic is just insane, because people are starting to make money in futures, whereas the same people are also leaving futures. The percentage number of traders trading futures have declined from more than 5%. So yeah, that is basically all from my video. If you avoid these three mistakes: lack of knowledge, over leverage, no exit plan, you're already ahead 90% of the traders. And I could have also told you some generic stuff like option, like technical analysis and all, but my entire channel is based on some probability and institutional thinking. So if you found this video helpful, you can subscribe to me. I'm a primarily option selling channel. I don't cater option buyers, but I still give them tips. And if you would like to know some strategies on options, you can let me know. And if you would like to know something else or any question you might have, just let me know. I will make a video on it soon. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.